I'm gonna say it anyways because I feel like people have to relate to this. They have to be having a similar experience. What I've been feeling called to is to get off this app and be present and focused on my own life. Quiet the external noise and just how freaking actually profound my life, my experience, my feelings, my perception, my relationships become when I just put my phone away and exist within my life. I want to make my dreams come true through YouTube, connect with people and share my stories with the world and inspire other people to do the same. There's nothing wrong with that. It is just so easy for us to get distracted by it. I've been able to access this space in my life that reminds me of my childhood moments in touch with myself, nature, and God, and at peace. I am craving more of. I'm gonna say it anyways because I feel like people have to relate to this. They have to be having a similar experience. What I've been feeling called to is to get off this app and be present and focused on my own life. Quiet the external noise and just how freaking actually profound my life, my experience, my feelings, my perception, my relationships become when I just put my phone away and exist within my life. I want to make my dreams come true through YouTube, connect with people and share my stories with the world and inspire other people to do the same. There's nothing wrong with that. It is just so easy for us to get distracted by it. I've been able to access this space in my life that reminds me of my childhood moments in touch with myself, nature, and God, and at peace. I am craving more of that. Okay, I'm gonna try this style of video, which is just a stream of consciousness, my thoughts, what's been on my mind and my heart. Portia. I am in this phase of my life where I feel like giving way to ideas. Oh my God, it's so beautiful out. The sky is so blue. I'm wearing shorts, but it's cold, but like in a sweatshirt, but it's giving me this vibe of, I used to go to summer camp in the Poconos, giving me that vibe where it would be cold in the morning, but you knew it was going to warm up and the air is crisp. We would stand outside the dining hall getting ready to eat breakfast. I remember breathing the fresh air in the mountains. That was one of my first spiritual experiences. I was raised Jewish. I still identify as Jewish. My spirituality has evolved, but that's still how I would religiously identify. What's been on my mind and my heart is wanting to get off Instagram. I do not use any social media except Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I love YouTube because I love long form content, and it has allowed me to learn many things for free and connect with people. Anyways, I love YouTube. I don't love Instagram. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, all the flowers. Should I go in the woods? I'm afraid, but it's so beautiful. I've become so aware of how shitty I feel when I get off. It gives me a headache. The fast content just gives me a headache. I don't really like to identify as anything mental health wise, but my brain definitely errs on the side of a ADHD brain. Like, as a kid, I always struggled with impulse control and attention, except when it's something I'm super interested in, and then I can hyper focus like crazy. I see more of a problem with our society forcing us to pay attention to shit that we are never going to spend our life doing, and making us feel shitty when we fail math. When I leave Instagram, the short content, the flashiness of it, the music, that it switches from one idea to the next or one piece of content to the next, it just leaves me with a headache. My eyes hurt. I'm sensitive to lights and noise. I tried to more closely focus the content I'm receiving. I set my settings to only see content from the people I follow. I'm not getting on this for a long time, maybe forever. I'll probably post sometimes. There's people I love, I connect with through the app, but mostly I'm going to stay off it. Like, it is not a thing I'm going to get on in a down moment, or not down like sad moment, but like a moment of pause. Like, not when I'm waiting in a line, not feeling bored for a second, not while something's warming up in the microwave, not while I'm sitting on the couch and my daughter's watching a Disney movie and I don't feel like watching it. Like, literally, no. I'm going to be present in my life. It drives me mad the way content is shared. It's changing ideas every 2 seconds. I start going down rabbit holes, comparing myself to people. I live my life happy with everything I have when I'm not getting in my head about how I could be better, look better, what more I could have, what I could purchase, how I could do my hair to solve this one wrinkle on my face. Maybe someone watching this will be like, Allie, get over it. I don't think I'm alone in this experience. People are trying to make money on these applications, and there is nothing wrong with making money. I want to make money off doing YouTube. We need money to survive and to give ourselves and our children a good life. I don't think there's anything wrong with having money and wanting money. I get sucked in and get in this hole of thinking I need more, I want more, I can make my house look cuter. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting a beautiful home, create a home that is aesthetically pleasing and is full of beautiful things you love and is cozy and has the space for you to do the things that your heart desires, like a yoga room, That's what I'm working on. Well, I have one. I created one. It's our guest room. I turned it into a yoga room. So why am I sitting here feeling like I need a bigger house to have another yoga room? I don't feel like this is necessarily social media driven. It's always been a part of the human condition to want more, for things to be easier, more comfortable. Social media exasperates it. I think the problem is that Instagram is such a distortion of reality. We can think about the images we see and how limiting. Someone could be in their bedroom posting a picture of themselves in a cute outfit in a mirror and we look at that picture on our grid and we're like, wow, they're so skinny and their house is clean and organized. What we don't see is the mirror is tilted. The camera angle and the position in which they're placing their body is making them look thinner or taller than they are. Possibly there's a huge mess outside of that square frame in which the photo is taken. YouTube can be the same. But I think something I appreciate about YouTube so much is that it's just like the longer form content, it gives space for more artful and longer meditations on the human experience, for you to learn something in depth from another human being, or for you to understand or hear a more comprehensive story, whether it's of someone's life or whatever. So I feel like what is like my heart and mind and in my meditation practice and in some conversations I've had in the past couple days with what I've been feeling called to is to get off this app and be so present and focused on my own life and to quiet the external noise. And just how freaking actually profound my life, my experience, my feelings, my perception, my relationships become when I just put my phone away and exist within my life. I feel like something else I've realized, and again, I'm like in my head being like, okay, maybe people are going to be like, girl, get your shit together. What's going on with you? I'm going to say it anyways, because I feel like people have to relate to this. They have to be having a similar experience, at least some people. Whenever I'm faced with an uncomfortable moment, whether it's boredom or an anxious thought or a social setting in which I'm not completely sure, I'm feeling shy or something. I'm not shy at all. But sometimes I do feel a little awkward. I pick up my phone. It's a knee-jerk reaction. It has created this ability for me to avoid and process and meditate on the things happening in my real life right here, right now, with tangible people I could reach out and touch. I do spend a lot of time in meditation. I write a lot, but when I sit in meditation or journal, it's just me being with myself. I've noticed in the moment, things happening right then that I don't I just knee-jerk start to look at my phone. And it makes me sad. Another thing I've been thinking about is my daughter's at the age where she wants me to play with her. When they're little babies, you're holding them and caring for them, but you're not engaging with them in terms of intellect or play the way you are as they become toddlers. Just inhaled a bug. She's in this phase where she's very much asking me every time she starts playing. She's like, Mom, sit. And it's the cutest thing. But I've been feeling this internal conflict of I don't want to sit right now. I need to get this thing done or that thing done. For me, it's been thinking about trying to squeeze in time to do this YouTube stuff too. Or it's just I find boredom. She's in the sandbox and wants me to sit while she plays. I'll sit for 10 minutes and then I get on my phone. No. I don't want Instagram to be an escape from boredom or an uncomfortable feeling of stress. It sounds basic and it's so easy because this personal computer exists in our hands. It's not like we have to sit down and dial up the internet and figure out like what we're trying to do on there. It's like takes less than a second to open, like in less than one, you can open up your phone and be on the app doing something. I know everyone's holding their phone. I know everyone is walking around holding their phone, you know. And another thing I want to say is I'm not anti-technology. I'm not anti-phones. I'm not anti-digital space. I'm not really anti-social media. So much good has come out of it. People have started businesses. People have been able to support their families. People have been able to make their dreams come true. I want to make my dreams come true through YouTube. I want to connect with people and share my stories with the world and inspire other people to do the same. There's nothing wrong with that. I think there's so much good from the digital world, but there's also like, it is just so easy for us to get distracted by it and have internal conflict. Even the internal conflict of like, I'm watching this video and like someone's asking something of me, but I don't want to stop watching it. I'm just done with that. It's freeing. Like, I've been able to access this space in my life that reminds me of my childhood moments where I felt in touch with myself, nature, and God, and at peace. I am craving more of that. I have this fear of missing out, losing friends, like keeping up with the way the world's moving, and I'm gonna like miss something, and then that's gonna like, and then I spiral. My YouTube's not gonna take off. The space is gonna fill up, and other people are gonna have their dreams come true because they were on Instagram and I decided not to be. It's just a little lie. We create these things in our head, but also they're shared with us. I've been loving walking in nature, feeling the sun, smelling the fresh air. I'm going to Arkansas tomorrow, where I grew up, born in New Jersey, but I spent middle school and high school and college years in Arkansas, and that's where my parents' brother, his wife, and baby live. I'm headed there with my family tomorrow morning. I don't think I'm gonna film it. I just want to be present. I don't even know if this is that profound, but I'm going to stay off my phone and sit outside, drink cold coffee or tea, and read books again. I bought Cal Newport's book, Deep Work, yesterday at Barnes & Noble. And so I'm going to read that and just eat and enjoy time with my family and not worry about what the hell my outfit looks like, or, you know, if this hair is like laying the right way. So, okay, I'm going to say maybe one more thing. I have this like really distinct memory, and meditation has allowed so much of my memories to come back and like for me to access cool parts of my brain. But I have this memory of being in high school, and I don't know why I got grounded. I was always up to something, so I mean, probably snuck out or who knows what I did, but I got grounded and my parents took my phone. And I was talking to this guy at the time, and I was like, why isn't he texting me back? And then I remember they took my phone, and I was like getting pissed off about it. But then I remember I had the biggest feeling of like just the best exhale, and like, thank you. Like, thank you for taking my phone, and like, thank you for this moment to pause and unplug. And I remember listening to Dave Matthews, being in our pool with my dad and our dog, and that feeling when you've been out in the sun, or we grew up on the lake, so on the boat all day, just how present I was. And then like taking a shower and putting a big t-shirt on and like just having to like relax because I didn't have my phone to get on, and I didn't even have a freaking iPhone then. It was a flip phone. And just like how deeply refreshing that was. And as much as I wanted to be pissed at my parents for grounding me, like how secretly happy and at peace I was to have someone force me to slow down and be still. Stop worrying about things that don't matter. So yeah, I hope that for you too. And if you're watching this and feeling any of the feelings I've been feeling, just maybe find some motivation in taking a pause with me. I just don't want to be on Instagram at all. Let this inspire you to get back to your regular life that's right in front of your face, your children, your husband, your neighborhood park down the street, the sun, the sound of the birds. That's what's real. Honestly, the feeling in my body is so good. I want the same for you. I'm gonna walk back to my house, maybe edit this, and keep doing laundry.